Congratulations, everybody. We made it to May 1st, 2025. I'm Andrew from 510 Books. I'm here in my second bookstore, about to pack up and ship 4 eBay sales. So I thought I would share those with you. Can you believe it's May already? It's crazy. A month away from summer. And I sold these 4 items. I sold these 2 CDs. This one is John Wayne America, Why I Love Her. It's sealed. This was a donation. I sold it for $6.99 on eBay plus shipping. This one took a while to sell. It was from a local buy back last year called The Grassroots. And it sold for $16 plus shipping. I took an offer. Been sitting for a while. I figured to sell it. Get rid of it. This one is what they call... Where is it? I'm trying to remember now. I'm blanking. This is what they send out to the people that are going to vote on the shows that are going to get nominated. Hold on. FYC. For your there it is. For your Emmy consideration, or FYC, or for your consideration. And these are all different shows that came out on NBC Universal. This is from 2000, what did it say, 6? I got this as part of a trade last year, over a year ago, and it finally sold for $21 plus shipping. Took an offer. We went back and forth a little bit, but $21. It's got a bunch of... Anyway, it's a cool little set that is only sent out to people that are going to be voting on the shows. The nomination committee, I guess is what they call it. This is a signed book by Harlan Ellison, Stalking the Nightmare. Don't know the year. Signed. Oh, 1982. Yeah, 1982. This took quite a while to sell, but it sold for $46 plus shipping. So, just another example, guys, of... I mean, the thing is, like, if you're randomly out there looking at books and you come across a book like this, to me, I would just look it up because of the cool cover, Stalking the Nightmare. You know, look at that drawing. If it's not signed, I'm not sure what it goes for, but I would look it up anyway. But these older books can be signed for sure. And especially if it's a first edition, first printing, just be on the lookout for those types of books for sure. All right, guys, it's me again. It is, make sure I don't get I noticed in another video that I was getting part of my tripod in the video, in the shot. Anyway, excuse me. It's the end of the day on Thursday. Today was really great in the store. Had some good sales. It wasn't always consistently busy with people, but the people that came in, a few of them spent some money, bought a lot of stuff, which was really great. Those are always the great days, you know, to help balance out the week, that kind of thing, for other slow days. And I was able to go through more books, list the rest of the items. In the morning, I spent some time listing the rest of the books that I had not listed yesterday. Got those up. Got some good stuff up. Found 3 more items to list. I went through all the records. There's some really good records in there. Most of them, except for these 2, are going to go into my store. This one, Flying Shoes by Townes Van Zandt, ends up from 1978, I believe. Yeah, ends up being worth some money. This original one here, not a repressing. Not a ton of money, but, you know, $30 and up, depending on the condition, that kind of thing. This is Bruce Springsteen, but it's from Record Store Day. RSD, Record Store Day. I'm going to list it for $40. It's crazy. It's very rare, apparently. I think this is from 2009 or 2008. On Record Store Day, and a lot of places, they'll have new releases that are only available on that day, and there's not very many of them that are released. So those were part of the donations of the books, were some records. There was also a box set of Bruce Springsteen records, some other 80s bands and groups that I'm going to put in my store. So those were some really good finds. It's amazing some of the stuff that people will will donate. You know, they just don't think of it the way that I do, and some of us resellers do, or a lot of people, right? Just looking to free up space. They're moving, get rid of things. the less the better, and they're happy that it goes to somebody like myself who knows what to do with this type of stuff, right? Like I'm not taking their clothes or I'm not taking their furniture or anything like that. I'm doing media because that's what I specialize in. Also, I found this, which I believe, I'm almost 100% sure I've sold before on eBay. Trader Vic's Bartender's Guide Revised. It's from like 1972, I believe. So 50 plus year old book. I'm gonna list it for $30. It sells pretty regularly on eBay. Keep that in mind. I'm pretty sure I will sell it fast, especially because it has the dust jacket. And dust jacket has a little bit of wear, but it's not too bad. And then finding some really good stuff over here. This is a great one to sell online on eBay or Amazon. Right now, Amazon's going for like 45 bucks. 1,001 mad pages you must read before you die, crammed into 864 actual pages. On eBay, it's like 30 to 40 bucks. I'm gonna sell it in my store though because I have a customer who is interested in that stuff, so I'd rather just sell it here. But a lot of good titles, you know, like Invisible Man and some sci-fi stuff. There's a Beatles book there I know that someone will probably buy, one of my customers. So Kurt Vonnegut also, J.D. Salinger, Native Son. This one looks interesting. You know, just some interesting stuff. The Invention of Murder, how the Victorians reveled in death and detection and created modern crime. I'd read something like that. Anyway, so there's just an interesting hodgepodge of books. Still have a bunch more boxes to go through. You know, listing stuff yesterday or today, and going through the records slowed me down, so I didn't go through that many boxes. But I will have all day tomorrow to go through the boxes, and I'll probably get through a bunch of them. I'm guessing I will get through around 8 to 10, which will leave not that many. So that's my guess. That's my educated guess. The other thing I want to talk about, though, is I had one of the customers that came in, a surprise, kind of out of nowhere. You never know, right? You never know who's going to come in. I mean, not that person, but anyway, they came in, and 3 of them came in. One of them spoke English. The other 2 are from China, and he was obviously translating and saying that they have a school in Beijing with over 1,000 students, and they're looking for English books to build their library there at the school. And so anyway, so I sold a decent amount of books, not a ton, but like a box full. And they said they're going to be back in August, and I was looking to buy lots of books. So it was kind of like a random, you know, not a consistent type of repeat customer deal. I don't know if he'll come back. He lives here. But the other 2, of course, are going back to China. But it's just funny, you know, some of the books that I had here are now going to end up in Beijing, and that's great. But you never know who you're going to meet and the kind of relationship or deals that you can make and that kind of thing. So it's just funny, you know, when you have a store like this, different people come in looking for different things and buying books that have been sitting for a while, or even they went through, I showed them the books that I have outside, that I put outside when I'm open on the pallet, that I'm going to be putting in my dollar sale. And they went through a bunch of those and found some. So, you know, you never know, right? You never know. But that was a nice sale, able to sell a bunch of books, and they were happy. So I guess they'll be back at the end of summer, which I'll probably forget about by that point, and then suddenly they'll show up, and I'll remember and say, "Oh, right, I remember you said you were going to come back in August. Here you are. I just forgot because it was, you know, 3 or 4 months ago. Because now it's May, May 1st. Happy May. So yeah, so you never know what's going to happen. Let me move from behind here. I'm charging my phone. Also got some Blu-rays and some other stuff in. Not a ton, but it's always good to add new inventory going forward. So yeah, so I'm going to close up now, head out. Tomorrow, Friday, will be good. I'm excited to get through a lot of boxes of books. Like, I really would love to get through all of them, but I don't know if that's possible because there are so many. Why don't I be positive and say I'm going to get through all of these boxes of books? It's just that they're taking longer to go through, and it's just good because I'm finding a lot that I want to keep, so then I have to price them. So it's not just scan, want it, done. It's I have to price it if I'm going to list it here, or I'm going to put it in either of my bookstores. And of course, if I'm going to put it on eBay, I could have put some stuff on Amazon, but I'm putting most of it or all of it on eBay so far. Then I have to, I use a little Post-it. I write all the information I need, which is, the price, where it came from, all that kind of stuff. So all of that takes, adds time to it, but no excuses. Tomorrow I am going for it. The only thing that would slow me down is if I had a lot of people in the store, which I would prefer, that would be the reason to slow me down. Or if I get like a bunch of donations, trades, buys, whatever, that of course would slow me down. But nonetheless, no excuses. I'm going to keep flying through these boxes. And the goal tomorrow is to finish all of them. Let's do it. Okay, I'll see you next video. Take care.